put away my slinky then.
You better.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you turn this into Slinky Cast.
Hour and a half of like slinky noise back and forth.
Yeah. I've seen it happen before. I'm kidding, I haven't seen it happen before. It's never happened before.
It probably has with me, honestly. I feel like I've done that.
Play with the Slinky on the cast? You know what? It might have happened, but
I feel like it probably has.
I'm gonna pretend that it hasn't. So, you're, clean slate. You're welcome. Don't do it again.
This fucking guy. So where do we even start? I mean, first off, we're like skipping 2 episodes because they're no longer relevant.
Great.
Yeah, we should probably upload those at some point. Just like, yo, this is what you missed if you wanna.
Maybe some.
Check it out. I don't know. People seem to like that. People seem to want us to do that.
Yeah, you could tag them as like
more,
barrel scrapings or something stupid.
The more we don't do that, the more people want it. They're going to be disappointed.
This is why I delay. It's not because like I'm lazy or anything. No, it's strategic. It's very
just trying
strategic.
To that artificial hype train.
Yeah, you know how it is. Nintendo got it right with the amiibo and everything there. They know what's up. I'm just following suit.
I see a good business model, and I just can't say no.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah, so let's see, what all have we done since last time?
I
watched Bebop.
Yeah.
You started Bebop.
You
How far did you make it?
I made it like...
You made it like 3 episodes.
No, I did like half of it.
I don't think you made it that far. Maybe the first time. I thought this time you only made it a couple episodes and I just dove.
Okay, when you say a couple, it's like 5 or 6, right?
Okay, I guess. Sure, I'll give you it.
Okay.
I I binged it out.
It's cool, it's just...
It was really good, as I've told you.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have watched it first because now everything else is just shit.
Okay, but... see, you said that before about a previous anime, and I feel like it's going to happen again.
No, I didn't say that specifically. I said this is the only anime I like, and that probably won't change. And Bebop changed. I didn't say that everything is shit thing. I didn't make my Lord of the Rings analogy.
So now this is like... This is the peak. Nothing will beat this. I doubt
Possibly.
that. I highly doubt that.
Possible. I don't think anything we have lined up is going to beat it.
Lined up, no. Probably not. But
and Mushishi compared to Bebop, I just don't. I'm not even making a comparison because it's too like
totally
Mushishi. Yeah, like I can't compare Mushishi to other anime because it doesn't have stuff that other anime has, like plot or any semblance of a story. Like there's no like I don't know. It's just totally different, so I don't bother trying. Which I'm sure makes some people hate it. Like if you watch it, you're like, yeah, this is ass. Like I'd be like, I can see it. Like,
how many episodes is Mushishi?
I think it's 26 in the first season, and then there's Mushishi Zoku Show, which is like another 26.
Oh, you're killing me.
And then might still be going. Yeah, there's 2 seasons. Actually, there's also, I think, currently 2 OVAs, which one is I think they're both kind of necessary. One introduces, because in the second season they start doing a bit more like backstory, like how we got to this point, and they kind of do a bit more reoccurring characters. Like it's leading up. I don't know how far it's going to go, but it's a nice thing that they do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's more than like 13 or like just 1 season, I guess. I don't know. It's no Bleach though. Like it's
right. Yeah,
it's that rough.
We got Kill la Kill up next before Mushishi though. I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, that one seems like it has certain assets.
This fucking guy. Yes.
Yeah,
the story. Okay, if I try and describe the story, it's just gonna sound dumb as fuck. So we're just gonna dive into that with like no knowledge.
Yeah, fine. Sounds about right. We recently, really recently, today actually, finished Watamote. What's the full name of that? Do you know offhand?
It's not my fault. I'm not popular.
Yeah, that's the translation. Like, since I'm not popular, or whatever, or something.
Some.
I don't know why you made me watch such a bad show.
You brought that to the table. I'm just gonna
That's not
put that on the record.
That's not how I recall it.
You
I
brought
recall
it to the table.
saying,
You said, "Hey, what's up with this?"
Ben, this anime is pretty good. I think you'll like it. Like it has good stuff in it, and it's pretty short, so we should do it up.
I said that.
And I was like, okay. I'm like, okay, Peter, I'll trust you. And that's the story of how I'm never trusting Peter again.
Don't even fucking start with me.
No, I saw the main character. I'm like, yeah, well, let's do it, and we did it. I'm not going to get those hours back. I don't think, honestly, it's fine. Whatever, like it's a steaming pile of trash, but I think I would have been fine with it if there was like any semblance of development.
Yeah, there were some cool moments, but yeah, she just stays as like this really, really socially inept person. And
yeah, we were talking about how like
everyone around her sort of like grows, but she's just stuck in this funk, and it's not good to keep watching somebody create a huge cringe fest for 13 episodes.
Yeah, like and near the end, you even said like, "Oh, it's a little better," and like it ended looking like maybe she progresses later,
but not
like
yeah,
not within the scope of the series. And I think you said there is a manga.
Yeah, the manga's still going, but they stopped the anime after like 12 episodes.
13 or 12, yeah, 12, I think, whatever. I don't care enough to...
Maybe they couldn't animate that anymore. I don't know. I don't blame them.
Yeah. And it ended with her like being like, it doesn't matter, whatever. And it's like, okay, if she would have adopted that attitude like halfway through, we could have seen some growth, because generally that's what you need to do as a person, to be like, yeah, I'll just be me.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
It comes. There was just none of that. There was so much.
Yeah,
it was rough to watch. Like, I mean, you were there.
They really bumped it up. Like, I started watching with like the first episode, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty bad." But, they crank it up for some episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely don't watch. In most cases, unless you're incredibly curious about the series.
Or like if you're doing it like we did, like just all right, we'll do it. We need a break between this and this. Like let's do something short.
And yeah, that's right. We use it as a break.
Don't watch it alone. Maybe don't watch it alone.
Don't watch it alone. Don't watch it in the dark.
Don't watch it alone. Right, and if you are alone, try not to like. I think the first choice is like to watch it with at least like 2 or 3 people, like physically, like just make a roast out of it. And I think the second option is to like watch it at least with a friend, like we did. And I think the third option is just get like slammed before you do. Like you can't watch it sober.
No, it's fucked up. It's especially if you're watching multiple episodes back to back. Maybe if it was like once weekly, it might be doable, but.
Mm-hmm.
Just get a weekly cringe going.
And we just finished, before this episode, we finished the first episode of Space Dandy.
Yeah, we're using Watamote as a break between Bebop and Space Dandy, because it's a whole lot of space.
Well, it's not even necessarily that it's space, but it's like similar, from what you said, it's like similar stuff, like Bounty Hunter, Alien Hunter.
Yeah, same creators even.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, first impressions, like, it seems good. Like, it seems like it's going to be kind of like prison school, where, I have my laughs and stuff, but at this point, it's too early to say, like, I'm going to delete it or I'm going to keep it. Like,
sure. Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Like, I mean, how the first episode ended, I'm not going to spoil it.
It doesn't matter.
I can? Like, episode, okay, whatever. So, the entire world ends.
Yeah, they blow up.
Like they blow up a planet
Yeah, they supernova.
and themselves.
Yeah.
Like at this point in time, like I could leave it there.
After one
Like,
episode?
after a one-off, they all die at the end. Like it's just great enough that I could leave it there. And
It's just Dandy's like
all
not
right.
give a fuck up. It's like, oh, at least I'm dying with a full head of hair.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I could leave it. I could leave it at that. But I'm looking more forward to it than Watamote was good because now whatever we watched afterward is going to be better.
I guess, and we're going for something that's already good. Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have jumped into Danganronpa since you hate that.
I hate the idea of it.
You hate. Yeah, you hate.
Space Dandy. My only hesitation was like I don't really do the comedy anime.
Dude, I'm all about the comedy.
Yeah,
That's all I do.
like I just want the serious. I want more serious shit. That like Bebop was pretty fucking good for that.
Kill la Kill's pretty serious. Danganronpa is pretty serious.
This guy looking me in the eye and telling me Kill la Kill's serious when the main character is wearing that outfit.
It's pretty serious.
Okay.
Like, when I say it's when I say it's pretty serious, I mean like there's not a lot of joking going on. You know what I
I
mean?
guess. Yeah.
Like Space Dandy's really like they're crunching in the jokes.
Yeah. And I still need to finish season 1 of Monogatari.
Yeah, it's
There was that you may have noticed in Watamote in the last episode there was a really in your face like upskirt shot.
You'll
know-
no, wasn't that
Yeah.
like the wind? That was like
Yeah.
that was a back shot.
You'll notice that I wasn't complaining. Yeah, but still, you'll notice that I wasn't complaining about it because it actually serves some purpose. Unlike in Monogatari, 7 seconds in.
I don't understand why they do that.
I will never forgive that. Like, it could be fine. I might end up loving it, but I will never forgive them for that because it was stupid and pointless, and that's the shit I hate in anime.
They did a
yeah.
little timer to see how long it was up for. I was like, what is the point of this? Why?
Yeah, and it wasn't. They didn't even bring it back to anything. Like I thought it was going to be like, oh, you got caught looking or something happened, but nothing, just nothing.
Well, Space Dandy had the Meow was taking a whole bunch of shots.
Yeah, but like I expect that. Like even after seeing the rest of what I've seen in Monogatari, like it doesn't fit at all.
Yeah.
And
with you're right. With Space Dandy, it fit the context. It gave Meow a purpose to why he was running away.
Yeah.
So.
And just like the tone of the series, right?
Yeah,
like,
sure. Could see that. A fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
I love that writing. It's God, Space Dandy's so good.
Oh man, I glanced over at your Christmas gifts and I'm so excited to send them.
Holy shit.
I cannot wait.
I mean,
Like,
how's that chia going?
It's gone. I'm misting it. I'm watering it.
He's got a little stubble there?
Yeah. I don't think anything's sprouted, but they said it takes like 4 to 5 days, maybe 6.
Okay. How long does it last?
Not indefinitely. I think they said the growth will last like 4-ish months maybe.
Oh wow.
But you can just keep reusing the seeds, right? Like it gave me enough. It gave me plenty for more.
Okay.
Like to just keep recycling it. I assume chia seeds are cheap as fuck.
Nice. I was surprised it lasts that long.
Yeah, and if it's not 4 months, even so, there's plenty.
Yeah.
Like the recommended amount that you're supposed to use was like 10 times too much, so there's even more than I thought.
Yeah, just for reference, I got Ben a chia, an Obama chia. It's functional.
And my brother busted open too. Like I came home and there was a box open on the counter. He's like, "Why the hell did you order this?" I'm like, "Order what?" And I see the American flag. I see like the American flag on the box. I'm like, "Jesus Christ, this is from Peter." Like I knew right away.
The freedom of choice.
Freedom.
Holy shit. Money well spent.
Oh my god. My fellow plants.
Yes, we're plants.
Yeah, it's sitting right in the. We had that addition put on our house or whatever. Like we got that new sunroom, and that's like where people walk in the house. He's right in there.
Hell yeah. I mean, did your parents say anything?
Yeah, my mom's like, we're not having him in the new room. I'm like, come on, it's a sunroom and it needs sunlight. Like, come on.
That's so good. Oh shit.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, I was gonna go a little further, but let's not talk politics. let's leave that to
we to better inform people.
yeah, let's leave that to the profesh.
I'm so excited. Even better because I got you two things, and they each said 1999. But when I got up, and because I had a gift card for the store, and I saw them, and I knew I had to, and I got up and they're rung up, and it came out to $10 each, and I'm like, oh yeah, I am so happy right now. I'm so happy. I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah, pretty done for Christmas shopping. I got Ty's thing, but I'm not going to say what it is. Just sure. On the off chance that he listens to it.
Yeah, let's see. I need to get Sandra some stuff yet. I actually got her a bunch of Halloween stuff that I'm going to send out like tomorrow, which is late, but yeah, I'm a lazy piece of shit, I know. But like
full month late, and then it's going to take how long to ship there?
Actually, it doesn't take long. It's like 10 or 12 days.
Halloween for Christmas.
Halloween for yeah, but I also want to do a Christmas package. So, you know.
Okay.
Ordered
save Halloween candy and give it out in like middle of July.
Just like throw it at people.
Yeah.
I got Kai's Christmas gift.
Oh yeah.
Which was, I don't know, like yeah. With her, I'm very specific. Like
yeah,
I just
if you don't want to say
I can't.
If you think
well, not specific.
This dumb thing.
No, just like with you, right? I could pick something up and be like, "Fuck yeah, Peter's gonna." He'll know. Yeah. He'll know, and he'll enjoy it, or at least have a laugh, like whatever.
Right.
Like I can't do that. There's no way in hell I trust myself to do that with her. So I'm like, "What do you want?" She's like, "Oh, I'd like this," and basically she wanted like a stress toy, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, "What kind? Like, do you want like one of those just like generic office like?" You know, squeezy ones, like your boss with his legs wrapped around a pole and he like squeezing his eyeballs pop out because he's a dick or whatever. And she's like, well, I held this like metal ball once and it was like something where it looked small, but it was actually like 5 pounds or something. So it was nice and heavy and just like smooth and nice to like rub when you're stressed.
All right.
I'm like, I can do that. So I went on and it actually was kind of difficult to find one that wasn't tiny. That you order by like the thousands. And I found a couple that were bigger, but they were really expensive. So what I ended up doing is buying like, they came in a set of 2. So basically I bought her a set of steel balls. Balls of steel. No, I'll send one, I guess. Yeah, 'cause sending 2 would be horrible for shipping overseas. But yeah, it's like a 5 pound steel ball is essentially what it comes down to. So I'm like, oh, at least I found it.
Yeah,
it worked. Something she wants.
That's good.
I don't know what I'm going to get other people. Usually I just do my resort to Steam wish list tactic. Works out well.
Sounds about right.
That's how I do. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it had to have happened. When did we do our first episode?
Of what do you mean?
Of this, like when did we first record?
Oh,
when did we first hit the bottom?
I'm gonna say a month.
Okay,
roughly.
So was it after October? Or like beginning of October? Basically, I just want to know. I can't remember. I probably got my new 3DS since then. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think we both had ours. I might have been waiting on mine to return from repair.
I'm thinking I was probably waiting on mine to arrive, like straight up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
Because that like shipped on the 30th of October.
Yeah, that's right. My memory. For sure.
Got that Zelda edition.
Yeah, I don't know if I talked about it on. I guess not, because it was probably before that. But I had to have my new 3DS repaired because the screen was all fucked up. And I just bought it, and Nintendo had sent back the original when it was supposed to be
Oh
released.
yeah, that's right. You got that. You got that free game.
Yeah,
that wasn't
so-
even on their free game list.
Yeah, so the dude's like, shit, that shouldn't have happened. So, here's a free game. Pick from this list. And I asked for Smash Bros. For Wii U because it wasn't on the list. And he's like, we don't have download codes for that, but I can send you a physical copy.
You're like, oh,
yeah, hell yeah.
yeah, that's pretty sweet. Like, that's a good.
Brad from
That's
Canada,
cool.
thanks.
Hashtag thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Brad. Yeah.
God, no one's gonna get that anymore though, because I wasn't. It's not Spaghetti Cast.
When you went
All
to
right.
Canada illegally,
I wasn't.
you had to hitchhike somewhere to go
Yes.
see Justin. And
Yeah,
Brad gave
and
you
the
a
dude
ride.
that picked me up was Brad.
Did
He
he
was
look like a
on
lumberjack?
something. No, he was pretty chill. Like, he was just a normal dude.
But he was on something.
He was on. I think the consensus among friends was that it was speed.
Canadian speed.
Canadian speed's probably laced with syrup.
Well,
And see,
hint of flavor.
speaking of Canadian shit, Paul is down in the States as of right now. I think, isn't he?
Is he?
I
Is
thought
he,
he- I think
I
he-
think so.
I thought he was down here already because he was talking about exchange rates and how $550 turned into 400.
Yeah, our dollar's in the shitter. It's been in the shitter for like half a year now, if
Yeah.
not more.
But see, where I was going with this was, if I was smart, I would have asked him to bring like some ketchup chips or some maple cookies.
You should have done that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm really depressed about it now.
I could ship out some ketchup chips, but because of the type of chip it is, it would get smashed.
Yeah, Sandra actually had sent a bag of like exclusive Lay's chip flavors. The bag was like open when it got here, like
Yeah.
just chips everywhere. So
Yeah,
the cookies would be doable.
and maple cookies are pretty fucking cheap. It's like $2 or $3 for a pack.
Yeah, and yeah, I was something I missed out on was in Canada, but I'm thinking I'm gonna bring him some cheese curds because I remember he said like he fucking loved those if he hasn't had them.
Are
But
you?
I got the good hookups.
I got the good hookups. Are you planning on coming to Canada again anytime soon?
Not really soonish. I do need to call and get my shit.
You should do
fixed,
that.
which-
You should seriously start doing that now, because
Yeah.
I wants to do a road trip maybe. And if we're doing that sooner rather than later, it'll be in February. And we can meet you somewhere here in February. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like February would be weird. If you guys could swing like January, like
January's your
sometime.
reading week?
I have like from December 23rd or 24th through like January 26th off
That's
for
terrible.
Christmas
Dude.
break.
Yeah, we don't have that long off. Like
So
people here actually have to live.
no,
Yeah,
and I don't.
we're aiming
Yeah.
for February because that's right in the middle. It's like second or third week. February is my reading week, so it would line
Okay.
up perfectly that I can fuck off from school for a week.
Yeah, and like, see, that'd still be expensive as fuck though. That's the thing. Like, I wouldn't be able to do more
still
than.
working part time.
I'm still working part time, but the thing is, I'm either flying out, and that's expensive.
Mm.
Like, that's going to be minimum $600. And if I'm driving, that's going to be like probably a 5 or 6 hour drive just to the border.
Yeah, the
Maybe.
drive's gonna be crazy.
And like for 2, like I drove to see Bruce, and I think that was like a 6. No, it was longer than that. It was like 10 or 12 hour drive.
Yeah,
and that was
but-
for a weekend. And I'm like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, but that's
Like in the summer, I would debate going up maybe or something, or like
Okay, if you
Pick
want to
some
wait until the
time.
summer, like you could just hit up Toronto, I guess, and then
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm
both
saying.
be here
Like,
anyways.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would just come up there, like, while you guys are there.
You'd have, I mean, you'd have to get like a room or something. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you can't stay here.
yeah. It's fine.
No
You can't
Americans allowed.
say it. No Americans. Um, this summer though, it's looking like I was. I don't know if you remember, I was going to go to the Netherlands over winter break.
Right? Yeah. I do remember you
That
saying that.
was, yeah, that fell through just because the timing was really tight, and also like my parents were going to help me because my mom was like, yeah, like we'll help you with this because traveling like world experience, and like my sister did a semester abroad and she got help with that, so that was a thing. But between the addition on the house and some other stuff, they're like, yeah, like no.
Wait it out.
Or even just for like, because I wanted to fly down to see my sister for Thanksgiving, and they're like, you can go, but you have to foot the bill for the plane ticket. I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I love you, sis, but not enough to drop 500 on a ticket for a weekend.
Skype it up.
Not on this internet.
Oh, I don't know.
But
Send her the bill.
but but it's looking like Netherlands might be a thing this summer. So I'm probably going to be saving more money, which I've been doing anyway. I just haven't been buying as much shit.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
I always nag you to buy stuff, and then you're like, nah.
I'm better with it. Like, I think I'm probably good until Steam sale, at which point I'll go nuts.
I mean, we're in the middle of a Steam sale, so.
Yeah, but I've already bought like a couple of things where I'm like, oh, I want to try out Crusader Kings 2.
I don't think they're gonna. I think I'm curious if they're gonna do the same thing this for the winter sale that they did now, where there's no flash sales. There's no. Why do they do that? Did they get complaints that people were like, "Oh, I missed the flash sale"?
They maybe not got complaints, but like I think the flash sales were kind of shitty. Maybe it seemed like they were shittier this last time around.
Wasn't worth it.
I mean, they had a flash sale that involved Farm Simulator, Train Simulator, and Truck Simulator, and that's dumb.
That sounds like a great deal. I don't know what you're complaining about.
And it wasn't even good. It wasn't even like necessarily good simulators. It was like shitty ones.
So you're expecting Goat Simulator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
And they didn't do any like badge building thing for the sale. Because
no, they don't.
Summer sale had one.
They only do that for winter and summer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm still pissed about that summer badge sale. I had 9 out of 10, and then they disappeared the day of, and I didn't get the badge. Pissed.
Should have sold them.
Just sitting there mocking me.
Should have sold them all. Let them, let them expire in somebody else's inventory.
I don't know if you get them back because it still says that I have them. Like cards? I can't see them, but it says that I have 9 out of 10. So I don't know if they're just going to bring them back or what.
Oh, like grandfather them in for the next summer?
Something like that. Or at least let me do something with them to get it off.
Transfer them into like gems or something.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. Yeah. I did. I got my Steam equipment. I got my Steam hardware.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I had been debating about the controller for a while. I was sort of undecided about
it still looks bad to
Steam
me.
Link. Yeah, but I had all that shit to trade in from
that
I acquired.
Yeah,
and I still managed to forget.
Didn't trade in that.
I forgot to trade in Call of Duty DS.
Best-selling DS game, 2000.
Game of the Year, 20 everything.
Yeah. Best-selling game of Nintendo DS ever.
So I got that sitting there. But I told myself if I got over 50, I would get the Steam Link. And I ended up paying, like, I think when all was said and done for the controller and the Link, it was $33 from out of pocket.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I was totally fine with that.
What are your taxes like?
Wisconsin is like 5.5%. Does that sound right?
Soft.
Yeah.
That's less than half of what we pay.
Yeah, but how's the healthcare going?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just walk into a
at least do stuff with your taxes that aren't like
clinic and get free checkup. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys should try it sometime.
Yeah. See, like, if I ever like want to go to like a psychiatrist or something, like having like some mental health issues or need someone to talk to, like I either have to go through my parents or I have to foot that bill. So basically, I'm just gonna, not do it.
I mean, there's still a bunch of stuff that we don't have to pay for, like that we have to pay for, but I think it's not as bad as if it was
not
in the States,
as bad.
like in terms of price.
Yeah, but yeah, so it was a decent price. Debated getting Animal Crossing Wild World. Saw it was $30 and it's selling for $12 on eBay. So I said no, fuck yourself,
Get it on
GameStop.
eBay.
Walked out. I mean, I hope we just cut this section. I don't want to do the pictures thing, but god damn it, that picture. You just cut out that
a little while ago. We started following Guy Fieri eBooks Twitter account, and it just sort of like makes jokes. Like, I don't know. It's good. It's good stuff. It's let me get the account. I want to pimp it out.
Hi, I'm Guy Fieri. I need to update my anime list.
It's at Guy Fieri _ebooks. This is probably one of the best ebooks accounts I've ever followed.
That's pretty good.
They constantly have new jokes. They'll rotate them out, but like after a certain point, it's all new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's go give that a follow if you like. Making fun of
sadness and Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
If you like if you have frosted tips,
if you like Frosted Flakes, you might like his Frosted Tips.
Oh,
maybe. I don't know. Some people think it's fashionable.
Okay. People from the 90s, maybe.
Yeah, he's best friends with the lead singer of Smash Mouth, and they look like twins.
Yeah. Were you... you just use for controller, you use a DualShock, right?
Yeah, I had specific PC controllers for a while, and then I just started using the DualShock because people make drivers for that.
It is good, yeah. See, I was using Xbox controller because that was the go-to.
Yeah, the drivers sort of like mapped the DualShock to an Xbox layout because Xbox is universal, kind of.
Sure.
For PC.
I've been using the Steam controller for a while now. It's all I play Binding of Isaac with now. I really it's like the best controller I've ever used. I really enjoy it.
Okay.
I thought at first it feels a little weird. Like you start up a game and you start playing with it and you're like, this doesn't feel good. Like, I don't like how this feels. And then you realize that literally every single aspect of it is completely customizable. Like, not only is the sensitivity customizable for like the touch pads, but if you're using a joystick setup, you can choose like where the control ends, like the inner and outer circles for the sensitivity or whatever.
Can you set different things to happen when you touch the inner or the outer?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Uh-huh. There's like a bumper, and there's a trigger on each side, and then there's actually like a third thing that is like where your pointer finger or where your other fingers would rest on the prongs of the controller.
Okay.
Like on the back.
Like a Z button.
Yeah, almost, yeah.
Okay.
Except there's one on each side.
Okay.
One of the things that I know, so the only game, actually I think there's a couple, but the main game I know that has, like, the devs went in, because any game you can actually go and you can either make your own profile for each game,
mm-hmm.
or you can look at other ones people have made. Kerbal Space Program, the devs went in and they're like, yeah, we did this for you. Like, we got this.
Yeah.
And all they were teasing for a while was, it turns out the Steam controller is more powerful than people thought, even now. And for those who don't know, the game Kerbal Space Program, you're building spaceships and you can fly them, trying to get out of the atmosphere, go wherever, do all this shit. Between flying, editing, and map modes and menus, the controller changes control schemes like by itself. So if you're flying, these buttons do this. If you're editing, they do something completely different because you're editing. So it's
Now,
pretty sick.
I know you said that it's coming to Wii U, and that was probably my ticket on board to Kerbal Space.
Oh no, I knew that wasn't. I was just joking and giving you shit that you need to get it now.
Yeah, I gotta say, the platform doesn't. I couldn't give a shit about that game. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. And
I'm glad
I don't understand.
But
I guess the fact that Wii U has like a touch screen will help, but I couldn't do it like with a normal controller. Like any other controller, you're just kind of fucked. But yeah, it does nice things. Actually, my only complaint so far is I don't know if you can hear it. Well, that's my only complaint. You can hear that squeaking.
yeah, it does get pretty squeaky. We were playing some Rogue Legacy, and it was getting intense, and I heard some squeaking happening.
Yeah, I don't know. Is this? I can't tell if this uses normal screws or what. It's looking like it uses like the hex screw, whatever it is, the T.
Okay.
I think I might be able to just because I might try opening it up and just seeing if I can like move something.
Are you gonna void any warranty or anything?
I don't know. Either that or just go to GameStop and be like, normally I don't bitch about stuff like this, but honest to God.
My only complaint.
Or just change the control to not use the X button. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because that was with Rogue Legacy when it was getting pretty intense for attacks.
Maybe Google it. Usually if you Google a complaint, there's a bunch of people already complaining about it.
Sure.
So see
I just
if
don't
it's
know if
common.
it's thick enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steam Link, haven't really used yet just because there hasn't been much opportunity. My thinking there was like, if people are over, it's like, because I remember when like I have friends over, it's like, let's play fucking Grand Theft Auto, like rotate every death. You have to do stupid stuff, no playing it safe. That sort of bullshit.
Right.
Like, hook it up to the TV and do that. I did try putting VLC Media Player in my Steam games list, like adding it as a non-Steam game. It worked, but it wouldn't read the menu. Like if I clicked File and tried to open up a file, it just didn't show the file menu. So I had to like go back to my computer to do it. But I could play a movie.
But you have to set it on the PC.
Yes.
Weird.
I think it might not be as bad if I could also set up the controller to have like the keyboard commands for like pause, play, volume, all that shit.
Yeah.
But it's something I'll.
I know PS3's got a bunch of button controls for its video playback thing.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, if Steam integrated like a video playback thing, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, they have Steam Link, they have home streaming, they have a music player, which is also really nice, actually.
Well, they started adding music and some movies to Steam, right? But I guess those movies are contained within menus of their own.
Those movies are like, they're within Steam menu, I guess. And they're like related stuff, like Kung Fury and like video game documentaries. They're not like movies that actual people want to watch. They're not real movies.
That would be interesting if Steam like hooked up with somebody that's already got a bunch of different licensing.
Can you imagine Steam getting with Netflix? Holy moly.
Steam Flicks.
Steam Flicks. Oh man. What would they even call it? Like,
Steam.
Could they stick? Were they just called Steam Flicks or like?
I don't know. It's catchy, kinda.
Yeah.
It seems like the easy way out, and that's what I'm going with.
Seems like the easy. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I can see all world productivity just dropping down to zero if that happened.
Dude, and if they had like, not only if they had a Netflix deal where you could stream stuff, like that's fine. Like you have a Netflix account so you can integrate it with Steam. Like that'd be cool. But could you imagine if they started selling movies? Could you imagine like holiday sale?
Oh shit! $5 for or $5 for like 10 movies.
Dude, nothing would get done. Rip hard drive.
Here's the Star Wars, $10. Bang. Netflix.
Yeah, it'd be absurd.
Music and movie licensing, though, a hell of a lot
Yeah.
sketchier than video games.
Oh yeah, I know. I always hear people like bitch about how Netflix doesn't have this anymore. Why'd they get rid of it? I'm like, Netflix didn't choose to get rid of it. That's the people on the other side. Like
That could just be the agreement they signed,
yeah.
that it
Well,
lasts a certain amount of time.
I think with most, if not all Netflix agreements, it only lasts a certain time and then you have to renew it. And what happens is that people just don't renew it. Like South Park didn't renew it because they opened up their own streaming thing, which actually sucks ass.
Great.
Like everyone's like, oh, it works for me. I've used it here. I've used it at friends' houses, and I've used it when I had good internet, and it never worked.
South Park, South Park, they have streaming with Comedy Network.
Yeah.
And also a couple different stations over here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Much might have. If it's not Much, then it's Comedy Network, which is like our equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
It worked fine. I watched that one Tweak episode that everyone's talking about.
It was pretty good.
What was it? Tweaking who?
Craig.
Craig, yeah.
I'm not gay.
The Japanese decide.
The Asians decide who's.
You seem to know a lot about this stuff.
How do they do it, Dad? How do the agents decide who's gay and who's not? They just decide, Stan. He just like acts like he knows.
They just do it.
It's good shit. Like, I was sort of hesitant about season 19, but like, honestly, they sort of like kind of started connecting all of this shit into one giant thing. So like, all of this stuff is kind of like, it just is all connected now. And it's like getting bigger and bigger, and I'm kind of excited about it.
When's the finale?
I have no idea. I don't know how many episodes are in it.
Because they usually don't stick together a whole lot of episodes. Like the last big one, I think, was the Stick of Truth.
Black Friday, probably.
Oh.
Yeah, because that was like...
Was that part of it?
Black Friday was Stick of Truth, yeah.
Okay.
It led up to it because the whole thing was like ending with Cartman saying like, no, we've been having fun this whole time, like outside doing whatever. We don't need video games. And then the episode ends with like, South Park Stick of Truth RPG video game in stores now. Go buy. Like just like
oh shit. Are you interested in that new game?
The South Park one?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I still need to do Stick of Truth, but Stick of Truth is really good.
Yeah, I got that on PS3. I played a chunk of it. It was good.
Yeah, I just need to actually do things in it.
Yeah, the new one's called The Fractured Butthole.
Right, yeah, The Fractured But Whole.
Yeah. 2, 3. They're at 8 episodes now for season 19.
Yep, I'm caught up with it. I think season 10 or season 18 only had like 10 or 13 episodes. Didn't have that much.
Oh wow, 10. What happened there?
I don't know.
Started at the normal time and then just ended after 10 episodes. Like they did the standard release time, like a week basically between, and then just ended. Oh, they're only doing like 10 episodes per.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
Their production is kind of crazy. Did you see that documentary on it?
Yeah, how they do it like a couple days.
Yeah.
Like it's just a quick thing. Okay. I was always wondering that, like how they got shit out so fast.
It's nuts. And it really helps these days that they have all the digitized stuff and like preset body movements and shit.
Yeah.
So
can you imagine if it was all papercraft?
Dude, it was at some point.
I know, but like if it was like trying to get it out that fast, that'd be absurd.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like they usually do 14, so it's not that far off.
Yeah, and they might do more for this one too. Like they might swing it back up because I feel like if they only did 2 more episodes, it wouldn't finish off completely, or not well, anyways.
Oh no, where they're standing now, they still have like 6 episodes to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a bunch of this on DVD. I could watch it still.
And we We got that Scrubs incoming.
Oh yeah. Oh man. I've always seen Scrubs around. Like just every once in a while, you see something on the net. I'm like, yeah, it looks like a show I should probably watch, but meh.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I was about The Office, and I've said like Scrubs is my Office, like your Office is my Scrubs.
Yeah, Office was something special.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where I can overlook a lot of stuff they did later on.
Oh yeah, that's kind of how Scrubs is, minus the last season, which I explained to you. For those who don't know, Scrubs technically has 9 seasons. Don't watch the 9th season; it's not good. And this season 8 ended very solidly. Like, it is the ending to a show, and you know it, and they shove it in your face, and it's great. You tear up because it's such a fucking ride. What season 9 was supposed to be was a spin-off, and it is a spin-off. And the writers were like, hey, what should we call it? And the network said, call it Scrubs. But it's not Scrubs, though. It's a spin-off. Yeah, but call it Scrubs. So they did that, and then everyone thought they were getting more Scrubs, and then JD and Turk were in it, and no one else was in it, so it failed enormously.
Great.
Basically, yeah. It's like if Better Call Saul was the same exact show, but it was called Breaking Bad. Like, that doesn't go over.
Breaking Badder.
So, Breaking Badder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Have you seen Monk? That sort of like falls under the category of I've seen this around. I want to watch it, but
yeah. See, I'm trying to think. Like in Office, there was like that visible decline, right? Like,
yeah, there's two declines. There's two declines.
Mm-hmm.
There's like after season 6, there's a drop. Like during season 6, there's a drop. I think there might have been a writer's strike or something during. Maybe.
That sounds right.
And then after Michael left, there's another drop.
Yeah.
That's not to say that I dislike those last season or two.
Yeah.
But it's just not the same.
Yeah. Scrubs doesn't really have any of that, honestly. There might be a dip around like season 7-ish, but that was due to the writer's strike that happened right in the thick of that.
Yeah.
So that affected it, but it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
8 was later, and 8 was weird because I think it actually got briefly canceled after 7.
Mm-hmm.
But another network picked it up. I forget. I think Fox. It was Fox or ABC, and whichever one it wasn't had it first. So they brought it back for 1 season, so the creators could end it on their terms.
There's another show that I'm thinking of. It's like a couple of best friends like doing stuff, but I forgot the premise of the show, and I don't remember what it was called. It was a comedy. I think it's kind of new. At least like 2 years old, within that range.
I'm trying to think because I just watched one like that. I can't think of what it is.
I wish I could describe it better, but there were in this one episode that I remember. They were going to inspect this guy's house and look for some sort of thing. I think it was an old guy's house, and they were like looking through. It might have been like paranormal searching. I can't fucking remember, dude. I wish I remember what that show was because it was really funny. I remember it being funny. I was like, "This is." I remember thinking to myself, "This is a show that I need to look up and watch." And I, you know how it happens.
Mm-hmm.
You give it up.
Have you watched any It's Always Sunny?
A bit.
Dude, that fucking show. It's one of the few shows I've seen where they're like 9 or 10 seasons deep now, and it has only gotten better. Like everything is just
on DVD.
Dude, it's so good. And like at first I was like, yeah, it's okay. And then Danny DeVito gets in there, and it just gets better. But I'm still like, eh. And then you just realize that there's no development. They're not going to become better people. They're not going to learn lessons. They're just a couple of assholes. And after that, that's when you start to really enjoy it.
Unreal.
It's so
I've
good.
watched a lot of it, but I do have like 5 or 6 seasons on DVD. So we can roll that into the list.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm always conflicted now about like getting shit on DVD. Like, I want to just go and buy all the episodes of Scrubs for myself, but at the same time, I want them on my computer.
Yeah, it's Mm-hmm. The quality difference, because DVD is terrible quality.
Well, does PS3 have an up converter in it?
I don't think so, but maybe, because Sony does sell, like Sony specifically sells DVD up converters. I have one. Like,
Well, I'm saying like because like our Blu-ray player that we have has an up converter, and like my Blu-ray drive for my computer, my old computer, did not do that. Obviously. PSA: don't ever buy a Blu-ray drive for a computer unless you have something to do other that does not involve watching Blu-rays, because there is no software that plays Blu-rays that isn't a pain in the ass to set up and or costs a shitload of money that they'll make you spend again after it updates.
yeah, I have a Blu-ray player that came with my PC. I bought it pre-built, and I've never used it because there's no software.
Yeah. Cyberlink does it, and they make you pay like $60 every year. It's like, no thanks.
I think people are saying that PS3 does upscale, but I don't know what the quality is like. I think people are also saying it varies depending on the source. I don't know.
Yeah, I could throw in a DVD at some point and check, I guess.
Yeah.
Stop being a lazy asshole.
I didn't even know it played DVDs, honestly. I thought it was just Blu-rays.
No. If you can, generally, if you can do one, it can, well, if you can play Blu-rays, it can play DVDs, usually.
Okay.
What are they, Nintendo? They don't make bad decisions.
Okay, that was strategic so that they didn't have Wii's breaking down. Because the disk drive wasn't great to begin with, and just having people...
I was going to say they broke down.
Yeah, to have people, like, mashing DVDs through that thing, easy way to break the optical disc. Or whatever. Optical
Because, yeah, whatever. Whatever.
I still can't find that fucking show. I'm gonna have to find it somehow.
I did say I would ramble on a bit tonight about Legend of Zelda.
Go for it.
Well, I mean, you can join in. It's a discussion we've had numerous times, but most of them end up not being on an episode.
Okay.
About because I am 3D Homer posted a thing about Zelda. What did he say? I forget exactly what he said. Oh, Nintendo something about Nintendo should just make like the next game make Link's gender completely androgynous and just not say what it is at all. Mm-hmm. Just get rid of all the whatever. Yeah. And I said Nintendo should maybe consider putting in a story next time.
Oh, like, no.
And he didn't really. He's like, "What do you mean they have a story?"
They do that, yeah. But it's at the end.
Yeah. And we've had this discussion, and I've gotten to the point where I'm sort of sick of yelling about it because I realize that I am apparently like the only one who feels that way, and no one else is going to change what they think about Zelda because Zelda.
Yeah.
I personally think that there is a ton of potential for them to have more story, and I think one of the ways they could help with this, as far as character development goes, is voice acting. Doesn't even have to be on Link. Half-Life did fine without having Gordon talk. Yeah. Halo did fine without having Master Chief talk a lot, though Halo also 1 through 3 don't have great story, in my opinion.
I mean,
as far as how much is there,
because it could happen still. They haven't shown a lot of the new game.
Yeah, I'm not going to expect it. Is what I'm going to say. I'm not going to expect it at this point.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, not having Link talk, I get what they're doing for a blank slate thing, but it just makes for a bad character. Other characters, it's like, it's fine. I mean, we both know. We both know Twilight Princess. That was a good game. That had some great shit in it.
I'm conflicted on the remake, dude. I want to get it, but I don't want to spend full price.
We both know you're gonna get it. You're gonna hate it, but you're gonna get it anyway.
They don't deserve that much money for what it is.
But you're gonna get it anyway.
I'm probably gonna get it.
So it's not. It's totally moot.
I might ask for it for a gift for something. When's it coming out?
I think March.
Oh, I can't ask for a gift, dude. My birthday's in like September.
Rip.
Whatever. I can wait. I've already played that game.
Ask for an eShop gift card.
For Christmas?
Ask for like an eShop card that has enough points, and then wait for it to come out and then buy it.
I need exactly $60 plus tax in eShop gift cards. Thanks. Wait, no, because then I won't get the dumb amiibo figurine.
Oh, fuck off. You shit talk the game like I don't want to give that much money, and then you want the amiibo.
Because they're going to charge the same fucking price for eShop whether or not you get the amiibo. You know they'll do it. It's Nintendo.
Whatever.
They have no shame.
But as far as story goes, I think a good example to see what I mean for a Zelda game having better story, more plot, more character development, maybe look to Darksiders. And I've said that before, that Darksiders is my favorite Zelda game.
I have it.
It's a Zelda formula.
Just haven't played it.
It's a Zelda formula. Focuses a bit more on combat than puzzles, but not by much. It's not like you're fucking walking into like a Devil May Cry game. Right? So, I mean, it's just done really well. Like, some of it, regardless of whether you think the dialogue is good or bad, I suppose, they definitely try at having more story, and I think succeed. And I know Nintendo always has their thing with, like, we focus on gameplay, and it's like, yes, that is great, but you have it down. You can do it. You've done it.
What do you think of
You're doing it.
What do you think of the Wii U's art style?
I'm okay with it. I'm disappointed, but I'm okay. I was really hoping for like Twilight Princess on steroids.
That tech demo they showed.
Yep. They Wind Waker.
Everybody.
They Wind Wakered us. They Wind Wakered us.
Jokes. We're just gonna laze out because we need the money, which they don't. So.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Like, I'm looking forward to it. It's Zelda. I'm sure it'll be good. As long as the basis of the game isn't helping a princess restore her style by cross-dressing.
This fucking game. Link Between Worlds.
Yeah, try. Link Between Worlds is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I still need to beat that.
Yeah.
We still need to go through that.
Yeah. How far we got? Like 2 dungeons in?
We just hit low rule. Or is that 2 dungeons in?
2 or 3.
It might be 3. Oh, it's 3. It's
okay.
3. Yeah, so that's a thing. Working on it. I've been thinking about it all day, too. We were talking about Monster Hunter 4 earlier. That might be a Christmas list. I don't want to pay for it.
Christmas, like, at that price, though, right? At the 20 whatever mark?
Maybe. I don't even know.
Are you going to make people pay $40 for it?
Maybe. Like, honestly, I'm thinking about money right now, and I'm like, there's a good chance I might have to buy a mouse in the near future, because my Naga has been kind of on the decline, I feel like, so... Yeah. And Steam Holiday Sale is going to be a thing. I'm probably going to end up getting a lot of games that I've waited years now. What seems like years, at least a year. Like Shadow Mordor, Talos Principle is probably going to happen.
Sure,
depending on how far it dips, maybe Mad Max or Metal Gear. Metal Gear, I want to play the other ones though too. So, is there like an anthology for that?
Not
like
really.
A catch-all? Yeah, that's sad. They have the technology. All right, Peter's gonna BRB. Unlike Bruce, I can maybe keep you guys entertained. Possibly. I'm kind of tempted to ramble about Zelda, but I don't know what I could say that hasn't been said, I guess. Oh, I could talk about Linkle. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people hate it. Maybe feminists hate it because we want a Zelda character that, or we want a main Zelda character that you play as that's a female, and they finally get that. And it's not the same character. Like it's not the hero of time, so people were pissed. But the thing is, if they made it exactly if they made Linkle use the Master Sword exactly like Link, first off, in the context of Hyrule Warriors, that's a shit move because then you just have an identical clone. That's dumb. If they made Link have a costume that was a girl version, that is also bad and people would get upset. But they made her different, and I think that's actually the right decision because she's her own character, right? She has the crossbows. She has dual fucking crossbows, and that's pretty badass. And she's her own character, and I think that's a good thing. Like, I'm more behind that decision than I am with just having her have the Master Sword, have the Triforce of Courage, and just be female Link. So, if I don't want them to go like, for those of you who played the, I guess it's not identical, but there was a Princess Peach game for DS. I don't really want them to go and do something like that for her, but if they made her gameplay as far as mainline Zelda games, if they include her to be either the only main character or sort of an optional secondary story, I would be okay with them making it a different type of game, sort of, if that makes sense. Not necessarily change it up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was just talking about how I'm happy with what they did with Linkle. I'm not a fan of the name, to be perfectly honest, but I don't.
Everyone hates the name. Some people are like, "Ooh, it's so feminine." I think you're looking into it too much.
I just don't like it because Linkle. Honestly, I want to say like call her Tink, but that's very obvious Peter Pan ripoff.
Right.
And probably a bit too effeminate. But I was just talking about how I'm actually glad that they didn't just give her the Master Sword and make her a Link clone. Like, she's her own character.
Mm-hmm.
And especially in Hyrule Warriors, that would be a shit thing. Like, just give you a female clone? Like, that's worse than not having a girl at all.
Yeah. She's got, like, her own story and stuff, though. Like, ties to Skull Kid and Midna, which is going to be cool.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I haven't looked that much. How are they doing Hyrule Warriors, by the way? Didn't you say, like, obviously there's the one for 3DS coming out.
Yeah.
Are they going to, like... are the characters going to be DLC? Because honestly, like, I kind of want to get it for 3DS.
They haven't said. And also... Okay, so first off, they haven't said. So as it stands now, it's all 3DS exclusive shit.
Sure.
And secondly, you can't play Hyrule Warriors 3D in 3D unless you have a new 3DS. So on old 3DSs, I know, I'm just saying. So on old 3DSs, it'll be locked to 2D.
That's fine. I feel like most people don't care.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like most people don't care, but because they're forced to use it now, they're going to bitch about it.
Yeah, I could see some people doing that just for the sake of it.
Yeah. Like just being left out of the... I'd like having the option. Yeah, whatever. Fuck off.
Shut the fuck up. You were never going to use that.
You were never going to use it. Yeah, I have been using it a lot more. Like Animal Crossing, it's been pretty nice.
Yeah.
I dip it out a bit in Pokemon, like during the battles and whatever. Yeah. The only time you can use it.
Yep.
But yeah, I might see about that. When did that come out, by the way?
Hyrule Warriors 3DS. April, I think.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not going to be a Christmas gift. Or a birthday gift.
Hang on. Nintendo. I don't know if I want to pay full price for this.
Yeah.
March 25th.
Ooh.
They're adding, like... See, what they're adding, right? That's like the equivalent of another DLC pack to me. For Wii U.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So it's not worth $40.
See, I also just think that if I had the choice at the time between console and handheld Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, we're just going handheld. Yeah.
Because I can see myself actually playing it a lot more handheld.
Mm-hmm. See, that's how I kind of feel about Monster Hunter. I feel like I'm gonna be into it.
I kind of want to hop on board that, so like I'm still kind of like.
Yeah, the sale was enough for me to jump into.
I think if I check, I'm gonna check and see if I use my mom's Prime account, if it has actual free shipping, and if it does, then I'll probably get it, but I don't want to pay $5 for shipping. So.
It's what on Amazon? 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, after tax and shipping, it's like 31, and I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, because eShop sale, it's 25 basically.
Yep. But again, I want that physical edition.
Yeah.
You know, that safety net.
I personally don't care about going digital because it was a sale. Monster Hunter 3 had me real salty because I didn't get it on sale, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And the only reason I went digital on that is because...
Wait, how much did you pay for it?
Full price. No stores had Monster Hunter 3 in stock. So I couldn't...
I think I picked it up used physically, so it's cheap as hell.
Yeah. Nobody had it, and I was like, well, what the fuck?
Like, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of...
And I got that before 4 didn't even come out.
Sure. Like, I don't know, part of me is wondering if I'm ever going to play Fantasy Life again, or if that was a mistake and I should have gone with, like, Harvest Moon or Rune Factory.
I'm into Fantasy Life, but it's one of those, it's a devoted game. I need to say, okay, this is what I'm going to play. My only thing is, like, all of the crafting is just kind of the same, and I should have looked into it farther. Like, I was going to do kind of what I do with, like, Skyrim, right? Like, okay, I'm only going to be a blacksmith, or I'm only going to do these couple of things. And really, you have to do everything. Or close to. To get everything.
To get, not only to, but, like, if you're a blacksmith, right, you have the ability to make tons of awesome shit, but you can't use any of it.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. So, I don't even know.
I don't know.
Well, like,
that's
I guess if we did
turn off for me.
Yeah, I mean, and it might be better with multiplayer too, right? Like, I'll make you the cool shit. I don't know, and I don't know if it's different. Like, I don't know if it's like a skipped down version of the campaign or if it's like a full thing.
I think I did look into it at one point. I think it is chopped down.
Probably. Basically, the game I want is Animal Crossing with relationships and maybe a bit of farming stuff. Relationships meaning both romantic and just more like friendship type stuff.
You just want a Harvest Moon. Yeah.
I want a Harvest Moon with maybe without that much farming. Like, tone it down a little bit and amp up the stuff and house building.
I don't know how Rune Factory goes, because all I know about Rune Factory is that there's RPG shit in there.
Sure. Basically, I want Persona Crossing.
That sounds about right.
Persona Crossing. That's what I want. Persona Crossing.
Yeah.
Like, rolling as the MC, mayor of this town. Oh, look. Naoto moved in.
Fucking God. Yep. Animal Crossing, though. How much time do you got sunk in Animal Crossing?
Last I checked, I was at about 342 hours.
Nice.
So I bumped up. Like, I bumped up a lot since, like, earlier, before I started getting back into it.
Yeah.
And I've been keeping up with it, too, is the thing. Like, I've been keeping up on daily shit, and finally got Colton to move out, so, you know, great success.
Rip Colton. Now, would you say that you played more of New Leaf or more of the original back when you played that?
More of New Leaf than the original, not more than Wild World.
Wild World was DS?
Yes.
Okay.
I would be shocked if I had less than 600 or 700 hours in that game.
Jesus.
And if someone told me I had over 1,000, I probably wouldn't be surprised. Like, as I said, imagine how hard you went on New Leaf, and then just keep that going for like 2 or 3 times as long.
Yeah, I was really into it for like a year, and then since then,
I kept on and off. And I kept that shit bumping.
Yeah,
like I rode that wave.
That was
It was good times.
New Leaf was really good because I walked into that with zero expectations and it turned out to be one of my favorite series.
Yep. Like, I just was happy you liked it. Then I'm like, oh, he really likes it. Oh, fuck.
You should probably play something else, dude.
Dude, you're gonna burn out of it. And I remember when you started getting sick of it, you're like, dude, maybe you had the right idea just going like an hour a day. Just doing it a little bit.
Yeah, I do pretty long sessions. It sort of averaged out now. Like my average play time is about an hour a day.
Yeah. That's the thing too. Like I've started it because you can see how many times I started it and shit. And like I've started it 300 odd times, and my average time is like hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time on the island farming bugs. The beetles.
Yeah.
Nighttime, you get a lot of beetles.
Oh, yeah, that cash flow. Kind of unnecessary now.
Yeah, after the crown influx of 2014.
Yeah. The crown run.
I'm sitting at over, I don't know the exact amount, but it's over 80 million.
I got 30 million. I'm kind of tempted to start the turnip game back up because I didn't get any of the rewards for 50 million. So
do it though.
Yeah,
I'll keep an eye on prices.
19 million's not that difficult either. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Should just make a fourth character, name him Nup or something.
Nup? Why Nup?
Turnip or Nip? Turnip.
Oh, come on.
Or something.
Name him. We gotta think of a good name. Name him Colton.
Fuck. Someone actually pointed out, and I'd never caught this before, but Joan.
Okay.
Right? Dow Jones.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, never picked up on it before.
They do a lot of that kind of stuff with names in Animal Crossing.
Yep. And I didn't know just how many there were until you start looking at all the different villagers, and it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's the obvious, like Snake, that's obvious, but
Snake.
There's a lot that are just... Well, this is a reference to a minor character on page 36 in Moby Dick. I'm like, okay.
Let's go with it. I want to say Bill worked on that game, but I'm not sure.
Do you know who else worked on that game?
Who?
Iwata.
Original Animal Crossing?
Probably. Maybe. I don't know. All I know is that whenever I go to a KK Slider concert and they roll those credits, and Iwata is the last name to roll by, every damn time. All the feels.
Writers. Nate Bildorf did the original Animal Crossing. Tezuka produced it. Tezuka's doing a lot of like Yoshi and Mario Bros stuff over the years.
Fun fact, if you didn't already know of it, the original Animal Crossing will probably never be brought to Virtual Console or re-released. And if it is...
Because of all those VC games in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, looking back on it now, like, I could never imagine Nintendo doing some shit like that.
No, there's no way.
That was old Nintendo.
That's amazing, too.
Pick this Zelda game for free.
Because they dropped that on GameCube, and on that same system, they had Melee that had trials of games.
Yeah.
And then, like...
Remember when they used to do good things?
Give away games within your games?
Games within games.
How many were there? 10 or 12? NES games.
Yeah, there was like 12, I think. Sounds right.
But you had to get those as items. How'd you get those? E-reader?
I forget exactly how you got them.
Oh, okay, so the memory card that it was bundled with gives you two games.
Which two?
Doesn't say. Then you get others through various ways, and then there were 4 that you could only get with e-reader.
That sounds right. I wonder if the 4 were the good ones, because I think they had the original Mario and Zelda.
Ice Climbers, Mario Bros, Zelda.
Kid Icarus?
Wait, hang on. Legend of
Maybe?
Zelda exists, fully functional in the game's code, but no official means of obtaining it. They replaced some of the games in one of the releases. Oh, they put in some Japanese ones in the Japanese version that would never, like Mahjong.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, there were 15 total. Interesting.
Alright. See, I just remember, like, because all of those games have, like, such a different feel.
Yeah.
Like, the GameCube one, even when I was, like, playing it at the time, like, it felt a lot lonelier. Somehow, if that makes sense. Like, maybe it was the camera angle, something, but, like, it felt lonelier. It's weird.
That's built on, I think, Ocarina of Time's engine.
Yeah.
Which
because Animal Forest was, and Animal Forest was just ported, so.
Yeah, and Ocarina of Time was based on Mario 64.
Okay.
I think it was this original one that they have debug features that you can, like, you're rolling around as the character and, like, dropping seeds. They call them seeds. It's either this one or the DS game, but...
Oh, that might be the DS game, because I remember I did a bit of that with, like, Action Replay codes, and it was like, here's a code for a fully grown tree. Toss it down, like, here's the code for a house.
Yeah, like, you could put stuff that would break the game.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. Ooh, breaking news. Project Diva X coming to Vita, March 24th. Ben pre-order.
I have no idea what that is. Sounds like trash. I wish I had, like, a gunshot effect right now that I could just play and then, like, just hear a slump, and then you're going to be like, well, that's probably the end of the episode.
That's the end of the show. Ben off himself because he doesn't like Hatsune Miku, and we're out.